Chapter 5. Secrets. Flames dance on the cellar walls as you stare into the glowing eyes of the phantom advancing on you. Move aside, girl. I must see my children. It's been so long since I've held them in my arms. No! I won't let you hurt them! Stay away from them! Hurt them? I could never do such a thing. You, on the other hand. The spectre moves impossibly fast, her skeletal hands locking your head in a vise-like grip, her fingers digging into your temples. Your vision starts to blur as the pressure increases, the blood pounding in your head, your jaw clenching against the pain. Help! Someone! Silence, child. It will all be over soon. You feel yourself fading as she squeezes harder, your hands groping uselessly at the phantom's wrists. Summoning your last ounce of strength, you manage to eke out a final plea. Stop! I know who you are, Rose. That name, I'd nearly forgotten. Rose's grip falters for a mere second, just long enough for you to slip out of her clutches. You turn and run, not even pausing to look over your shoulder, scraping your shins on the rough steps in your hurry to escape the cellar. You spill out of the cellar into the hall, slamming the door behind you and hurrying to lock it once more. Why did there have to be 4 keys? You fumble with the first key, your hands shaking uncontrollably. Come on! Come on! The door bursts open, knocking you onto the floor and sending the keys flying out of your hand. No! Did you think you would just lock me away and forget me for another 100 years? Rose Waverly looms over you, her clawing hands reaching down to choke the life from you. You're just like that wicked daughter of mine. No! Please! Just then, there's a sudden flash of red, and Eleanor stands over you, wrenching her mother's hands away from your throat. What have you done, Laurie? Eleanor! I'm so sorry. Rose's skull face splits in a hideous grin, a dry, rattling laugh echoing up from her dusty throat. Hello, daughter. Eleanor grits her teeth, her eyes flashing with anger as she fights to keep her mother at bay. You don't get to call me that. Not after what you did. Eleanor, she's too strong. We have to run. You grab Eleanor's arm and run with her, losing yourselves in the labyrinthine halls of Braidwood Manor. What was that, Eleanor? Why was your mother down there? And what happened to her? That's none of your business, Laurie. I told you to stay out of it. Why couldn't you just listen? Because I want to help you. Eleanor glares at you over her shoulder, and you feel the intensity of her anger like a stab of ice. You can't help me, Laurie. I want you gone from here, and I want you to never come back. Eleanor, I can't leave you. I care about you too much. You have to forget about me, Laurie. I'm sorry. Now please, Go! Eleanor presses hard against your chest, and an inexorable force sends you flying backwards through the halls. Until you crash through the manor's heavy front doors. They snap shut after you, leaving you alone in a crumpled heap on the steps of Braidwood Manor, with no way back in. Eleanor! Eleanor, please! As you get to your feet, the snow around you starts to fall faster, the winds howling in a sudden gale. You raise an arm to shield your eyes against the growing storm. And everything goes black. You wake suddenly to a loud click and find yourself in the passenger seat of Victor's car. What? Victor looks up from fastening your seatbelt, and a look of intense relief washes over his face. Laurie, thank God you're okay. Victor! You pull Victor into a tight hug. He squeezes you back before pulling away. I'm happy to see you too, but right now making sure you're safe is my top priority. Just sit tight. I'm getting you out of here. Don't worry. No! Victor, I have to stay. What? Why? What are you talking about? Victor, it's real. It's all real. What's real? The Waverleys, the ghosts, this house. You saw them? I lived with them, Victor. I was supposed to protect them. Fresh tears sting your eyes as Victor puts an uncertain hand on yours, his eyes sympathetic but disbelieving. Look, Laurie, I don't know what you think happened in there, but I found you, lying in the snow, half frozen. I think you're still in shock. We need to get you to a hospital. I'm not in shock. It all really happened. I'm not making this up, or imagining things, or anything. If only there was some way to prove it all happened. Then you look down at your clothes, at the high-necked dress Eleanor lent you. Look at what I'm wearing, Victor. You think I just happened to find a dress like this, perfectly preserved? I don't know. How did you get it? Eleanor lent it to me, so I wouldn't feel so out of place. Eleanor Waverley? The one you told me about when we drove up here? Yes, Victor. She's still here, with all of her siblings, and they need my help. Help? How? You came here looking for your own answers. To try to explain whatever happened with your brother that you've been keeping secret. Victor, that's it! It is? You pop open the passenger side door and step back out into the cold. Victor follows you out into the snowstorm, now howling across the grounds, hurrying after you as you stride determinedly toward the manor. Laurie, where are you going? I'm going back in there, Victor. I know how I can save them. What are you talking about? Save them from what? Eleanor's been keeping a terrible secret from her siblings for years. She won't tell them that they all died long ago, but more importantly, she won't tell them how they died. As you stand once more before the doors of Braidwood Manor, Victor catches up to you, turning you to face him. Laurie, I still don't quite understand what happened to you in there. I don't know what to make of any of this. But if you believe it, then I believe it. And I want to help. I'm sticking with you until the very end, Laurie. Whatever that might bring. Victor. Thank you. I don't think I can do this alone. Then it's decided. I'm coming with you. Whatever you've gotten yourself caught up in, we'll finish it together. You look up into Victor's eyes and feel a warm glow in your chest despite the biting cold. Before we go back in there, I just want to say, I'm lucky to be your friend. Damn right you are. Who else would follow you into a house full of killer ghosts? They're not killer ghosts, Victor. Well, not all of them. But yeah, point taken. Glad to hear it. You and Victor push through the doors and step into the foyer of Braidwood Manor. You look around to find it returned to its present-day condition, with broken furniture scattered around the room and dust everywhere. You said you lived here? I don't understand, Laurie. It didn't look like this, okay? There's another manor, or another world, or something. What? Look, I know it sounds crazy, but I don't know how to explain it. I need Eleanor to let me back in. Eleanor, please let me come back. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. I'm sorry for everything. There's no reply, only the sound of your pleas echoing through the manor. Laurie, are you sure you... Yes, I'm sure. Just give me a second. Eleanor, if you can hear me, I think I know how to stop this. I think I know how you can save your siblings. Laurie, I'm sorry, but I just don't think it's going to. At last, the walls around you start to shift. Broken chairs are made whole again, and the fallen chandelier floats back up to the rafters like a glittering jellyfish. Oh my God. Now, do you believe me? Yes. Looking around, you find no sign of the Waverleys, and you feel yourself starting to get nervous. Where are they? I hope they aren't hurt. Just then, the door to the parlor opens a crack, and you see Eleanor inside, beckoning you to come join her. Hurry, Laurie, in here. What's that? You grab Victor's hand and start to pull him across the foyer toward the parlor door. Yes, it was. Now come on. As the words leave your mouth, you hear a dry, rasping voice that sends shivers down your spine. Laurie, so nice of you to return. The ghost of Mrs. Waverley glides down the stairs, the scorched hem of her dress trailing behind her. I look forward to finishing our little game. What is that thing? I'll explain later. Just run! You and Victor sprint across the foyer, but Mrs. Waverley is too fast. She streaks toward the center of the room like a fiery comet, blocking your path. Leave my children alone! Rose grips you with a clawed hand, and you feel your skin blistering at her touch. Get off me! You lash out at the phantom, clocking her in the jaw and making her release her grip on you. Holy crap! Did you just punch a ghost? Maybe? Yes? Who cares? Let's just get out of here! You grab Victor's arm, taking advantage of Rose's distraction to dash across the foyer and into the parlor. Eleanor slams the door shut behind you. Are we safe in here? We're not safe anywhere, Laurie. Not with her roaming the halls.
Eleanor, who is that woman? She said that she...
She said she was our mother.
What aren't you telling us?
I wouldn't mind an explanation myself. Who are you, anyway? Sorry, Eleanor. This is my friend Victor. He wants to help. I'm afraid we're beyond help. I just wanted to protect the children. But I've only succeeded in dooming us all.
What do you mean, Eleanor? What does that woman, our mother, want with us? What were you protecting us from?
I can't tell you, darling. I just can't. The parlor door shudders as something slams against it, the wood splintering at the hinges. Leave us alone, you monster! Haven't you already done enough? As the door starts to give, you take Eleanor's hand in yours, staring into her eyes with a fierce determination. Eleanor, we both held onto our secrets for too long. We can't go on like this any longer. But I just can't, Laurie. Don't you understand? I know it's hard, Eleanor, but you have to tell them. You have to tell them everything. These secrets are what's keeping you all trapped here. This is the only way to set your siblings free. Eleanor looks down, her eyes filling with tears as her mother rages outside the door. I can't do it, Laurie. You have to, or it will be this way forever. You take a deep breath, steeling yourself for what you're about to say. If it will make things easier, I'll tell you my greatest secret. The one I've never told anyone. The one that's kept my brother trapped between worlds all this time.